Can we talk about the latest defection from Twitch? Because this is a common recurring theme. And this one in the news, Hollywood Reporter, Twitch streamer Myth inks YouTube gaming deal. So the pro gamer will stream and post videos exclusively on YouTube. Obviously, a bunch of Twitch stars have defected recently, including Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tatman, Valkyrae, Muselk, Laserbeam. Myth, huge on Twitch, obviously, most well known for his Fortnite streams and as a Fortnite player. And his YouTube channel already has more than 4.5 million subscribers. Now, what's interesting, he's repped by Loaded, who I think reps some of the others on that list of defectors. But what do you guys think of, we've now seen all kinds of different Twitch streamers defecting to YouTube. No details here in terms of how much he got, but it's pretty, I think, well known in the industry that YouTube's sort of paying all of these guys off, all these people off to defect. In what amounts for Myth, we don't know. But at some point, I'm curious if you guys think this starts to not make sense. Has it always not made sense? We've had that discussion a little bit. And specifically, what do you think of Myth defecting? Because I heard some streamers on Twitch make the comment that Myth's type of content doesn't make sense to go to YouTube. And I'm curious if you guys feel that way specifically about this. Lindsay, I don't know if you have thoughts on this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're starting to get into a cycle with how streaming works. And quite frankly, like, I really honestly don't think that this is a problem for Twitch whatsoever, because the life cycle seems to be like YouTube gaming signs massive deal, doesn't see much increase because they don't necessarily do much with it. YouTube person eventually winds up leaving YouTube and going back to Twitch. And it's like, it just seems like this is kind of the life cycle for really popular streamers. To be honest, I don't think Twitch or the streamer loses in that scenario. I think the only one that loses there is YouTube. And I think that's because they haven't done enough with their gaming and actually like doing something with the talent that they bring over, despite, again, having numerous people reaching out and saying what they could do to be better. So, I mean, just seems like another part of that life cycle. I am all for competition in the streaming space, so I certainly hope that YouTube gaming can implement some of the things that people are saying that they should implement, that streamers are asking for to build a better platform. But until that happens, I think we're going to keep seeing this life cycle, and I don't think that it's bad for streamers or Twitch.
Here's a question: do you think that Google, because we've covered this basically same story many, many times, and every time we seem to have the same take, right? Great for the streamer, get in the bag. Twitch probably not that hurt because they have their massive audience still. YouTube probably not that benefited because when these people come over, they don't really bring over their entire audience. So that all that we kind of know is not that interesting. But what I'm curious, like, what data do you think YouTube is seeing that is making them do this? Right? / like, is there some element, or are we maybe wrong in the sense that we keep saying like YouTube's losing, like they're idiot, they're foolish, they're dumb for giving out these contracts, like it's just a bad strategy. Like at a certain point, Google's a very smart company. They don't do dumb things over and over again. They do a lot of dumb things, but they correct them and kill them. So
I mean, I can bring up a long list.
Yes. Google, they do dumb things. They do dumb things, but they usually act fast and kill them and correct them. Right? They didn't become whatever the top 5 most valuable company in the world by like continuing to do stupid things over and over again. So, do we assume that they just haven't gotten enough data to make that decision yet, or are they actually seeing some business case that we from the outside maybe don't, that is saying that this is a smart strategy?
I'm curious what Grant thinks of that. That's a great question, Jeff.
Man.
Really good question.
So as a team in a league that has a media rights deal with YouTube, we love YouTube. They're an incredible partner for the Overwatch League, and we love all things YouTube. No, all jokes aside, I just think Lindsay's point, and Travis Gafford had a tweet when this story came out too. It's just like, why don't you invest in just making the platform better? Like, I actually had never gone through the process of trying to find a live streamer on YouTube before. it was not fun. Like I actually forgot that Dr. Lupo went over there. I actually like Dr. Lupo quite a bit. And like outside of like actually searching their name and or the stream getting suggested on your homepage, it is fairly difficult to like find a live streamer on YouTube, which makes no sense. So yeah, I think to your point, like it's truly just perplexing. Like I don't know, maybe they have secretly been working on fixing the platform, and like sometimes you just have to get out ahead of things, right? Like they wanted to sign these people before Twitch re-signed them. Maybe they think Facebook is up to something. Like I have no idea. Like they have to be seeing something in the market that is like not widely known or available and have a plan, you would think. But yeah, like as of right now, my crystal ball is kind of empty. Like I don't get it.
I mean, YouTube, I think where they're consistent is they never have a plan. They literally, the one consistent thing about their business is there's never any vision beyond the initial idea. And unfortunately for YouTube, I mean, YouTube Gaming was managed by, you know, a guy whose business claim to fame was he played amateur Call of Duty. I mean, like it was really some of the worst management in management history running this business for years, and with no vision, right? And Stadia had no vision, didn't know what it wanted to be or what it was or for who it was. And YouTube Gaming has the same issue. And so when you don't really know where you're going, you default to lazy, right? Like, well, this is easy. We'll buy the viewers, right? We'll just like we have tons of money. We have no ideas, so just get everyone to come stream here. And I think that I called this, like, I don't even know how many years ago when they started doing this, that this was going to continue because they had no good ideas. And it continues, and it's consistently a head scratcher for me. It's great for the streamers. Like, I love this. I love that YouTube is just handing out free money to streamers and content creators, and, you know, raising the prices for everyone's content essentially, with no idea of how they're ever going to get that money back or make that money back. I mean, it's fantastic for even us as content creators, again, because, you know, rising tide raises all boats. But if I'm at Google, I'd be taking a little bit of a harder look at this strategy or lack thereof.